Hello and welcome to our first Grassroots Digital Show. I'm Sam Yates.
And I'm Anisha Hill. And we have a jam-packed update for you today. In this episode, we'll be going through discipline, and new updates which have landed in the portal, full-time updates, DBS top tips, and how the season's progressed so far.
So let's get stuck in and talk about all things discipline. In July, we saw the rollout of the whole new discipline process in the England football portals, replacing the old whole game system. As you can imagine, with the size and complexity of discipline, there was always going to be a few challenges for everybody learning the new processes. The majority of the core functionality worked really well and discipline was processed quicker than we've ever seen before. We did encounter a few bugs along the way, but with several enhancements suggested by you, we've had a number of recent releases, and here's all you need to know.
And we'll go through some numbers later on, but right now we'll look at the most recent releases. And remember, you can access all of our release notes on our forum at grassrootstechnology.thefa.com. You guys have told us that some messaging wasn't clear when adding a suspension match on Club's portal. However, we have looked at this and now the messaging is way more clearer when adding a game. And staying on theme with the messaging alerts, new alerts and messaging have been added for the claim alerts as well as for the suspension matches. And when it comes to no further action, we've added a new functionality for where the claim is upheld, when you have greater visibility of the case and the outcome, giving you a greater transparency. This has been added on both clubs and competition portal, as a lot of you have requested this through our service desk. Alongside all of these new features, a few bugs have been fixed to improve your user experience. A full detail of all the fixes are on the forum, as I have mentioned earlier.
This does feel like it will help club and league admins have a better user experience going forwards.
Yes, absolutely. And if you do spot anything that doesn't look quite right, please make sure you raise a ticket with us and we're sure to investigate it.
And finally, there's not been too many additions to the referee portal discipline. Is this intentional?
Good question. We have had a few tickets raised into us about the discipline portal and referee portal. However, both referee and discipline have the most highest satisfaction rate out of all the digital products so far.
Now let's take a look at full-time and more specifically some of the user research that we've been doing to see where the pain points are on the platform and what we can do to help. We've been speaking to league admins and to club admins about their usage of full-time admin to better understand what we should prioritise when it comes to new enhancements and for fixes as well. We've then layered on site analytics and we put them into two key themes here: navigation and task completion. You told us that the navigation is clunky and it's often hard to find the areas you're looking for, with a couple of users calling full-time visually unappealing. We also saw that only 20% of users start their tasks from the task dashboard, so there's plenty of work for us to do there. Missing functionality like being able to select preferred kickoff times for teams to select from and having venue information to pull from club portal to remove duplication of data entry is something that we heard loud and clear, and league admins wanted a stronger audit history so you can see who's done what and when, to make the day-to-day running of the league just that little bit easier.
The question is, do you agree? Whether you're a league or a club admin using the full-time admin pages, are these the areas that you wish to see improved the most? Are these the pain points that you are experiencing? And are these the gaps in functionality that we need to hit to make your life that little bit easier? Let us know in the comments below.
It is easy to forget how big full-time actually is, as well as all of its functionality. Remember, we do have guidance at grassrootstechnology.thefa.com with all videos and knowledge base articles linked to it. We've also seen a few users ask us how to postpone fixtures. A new video will be coming out this week on TikTok on how to postpone a fixture on both full-time and match day. So when you do see it, please make sure you give it a follow and view it.
Let's move on into the world of safeguarding. And remember, as a club or league, you can monitor your coach's safeguarding qualifications and DBS statuses in your portal. If you're a coach, you can always check your own status at myaccount.thefa.com.
The fastest way to do your DBS is the self-verification of your documents. We've seen volunteers' DBSs turned around and showing on their record in under 48 hours. To get through the self-verification easily, please follow these steps. Firstly, make sure you're in a well-lit room. The process relies on a liveliness check. So the better the camera sees you, the easier it can pick up that you're a human.
Speaking of light, make sure when you're taking a snap of your documents, make sure any reflections of the light aren't blocking your data. This is especially relevant for a passport photo page or a driving licence due to their shiny nature. The second top tip is to have your documents with you before you start, so you can take a photo instead of just uploading them. Due to the nature of these checks, the more recent the photo, the better.
The third and final top tip is to double check what you've typed into the system that identically matches what's on your documents. That includes using your full name and checking for typos. You will be amazed of the number of people that do self-verification checks and fail due to a simple typo mistake.
So if you need to kick off your DBS, just speak to your club welfare officer who can initiate it in Club Portal, or if you're a referee, just head to myaccount.thefa.com and hit the Start DBS button in the safeguarding area. If you're struggling, you can always reach out to your designated safeguarding officer at your county FA.
And as we've mentioned before, a lot has changed over the summer. So here are a few fun facts about how the season is going in the digital world. There have been over 217,000 red and yellow cards that have been processed, with over 75,000 suspensions being raised. That's enough to fill Manchester United's Old Trafford.
There are currently 1.6 million players registered to play affiliated football already this season. So here's a fun fact for you. For every human on Earth, there are estimated to be 1.6 million ants. And to put that into perspective, a sold-out crowd at Wembley Stadium, which is 90,000 people, we would be outnumbered by roughly 144 billion ants. I wonder who'd win that game of football.
Since the launch, 78,000 DBS checks have been completed through the new system. And if you were to line up all those certificates, it would come just short of 20 miles, which is the distance between Wembley and Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park.
The league with the most players registered is currently the Junior Premier League, who've just got shy of 13.9 thousand players, which is phenomenal, and our leagues have done a phenomenal job getting those players registered.
And finally, we have a question for you guys. Can you guess the number of fixtures scheduled in full-time this season? You guys will have to wait for next time's episode to find out the correct answer. But can we give a big thank you to all those fixture officers? If you've ever stumbled across them this weekend, please make sure you give a big thank you. And welcome to the Grassroots Voice. This is where we take a look at what you guys have been saying in our forum. The forum not only keeps us up to date with the latest releases and known issues, but also gives you the opportunity to suggest your ideas of any enhancements you would like to see on any of our products.
These suggestions go to our product teams, and if it's heavily upvoted by you, the users, they get added to our roadmap to be built. So Anisha, what have we got today?
Let's start off with full-time and Mike Weimer. He's involved in a girls and boys football league, and sometimes it's hard to arrange a fixture for teams without fixtures. He is mentioned as part of a fixture section. Could they be a new match arranger tab to make it easier? What do you think about this, Sam?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. A lot of leagues have asked for something similar than this, especially for youth leagues, so let's take that back. We have another full-time request, and this time it was mentioned by someone from Surrey. If you don't know who you are, please do let us know. But they've asked, could suspensions be migrated automatically into full-time so it's visible for both home and away teams, as well as the referee to see? What do you think?
I think this is a great idea. It makes everyone aware of who is suspended, great visibility on full-time as well, and making admin's jobs easier, and we love that.
We do love that.
Our next one is about match day. Gawinda has posted on the forum that they would like to have match day stats update email confirmation, as leagues fine managers if they have not done their match return. This is a great point from Gawinda, and also Matt Bruce, who's also said this will be really helpful from a league's perspective, as sometimes they have managers saying they have not done this or have done this, but they don't have any evidence.
And we've got one more suggestion for you for this episode, and it's come from Scott White at the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur Football League, who has asked if we could add in the option to extract suspension data from the competition's portal. Many people have agreed with Scott, one of them being Paul, who said that in junior football they're currently having to screenshot the list. Now that's not ideal, we know it, so anything we can do to make the visibility of suspensions easier, we will definitely look to do. So again, let's take that back to our product team.
Well, that is it from the Grassroots Voice. Do you agree with these suggestions? Let us know in the comments below. Or do you have any suggestions yourself? Share your thoughts and ideas on the forum, and one of your comments might be read out in the next episode.
There is plenty more to come out of Grassroots Digital this year, so make sure you stay tuned for more updates. Also, remember you can give us a follow and find us on Instagram and TikTok at FAGRTech. And if you haven't already done so, please go give us a follow. And don't forget, for all your support and guidance, to add your enhancements to our forum, head over to grassrootstechnology.thefa.com.
And that's it for this update, so please do get involved in the comments below and give us your thoughts, and please do follow us on our other channels too. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.